Okay, so first of all, thank you, Ophir and Karen and Liron, for inviting us to talk today. We would like to discuss a few things. I would like also to thank the previous panel that discussed different topics that are related in a strange way to organic social. This is what we're going to talk about today, and scan and sandbox and all those kind of terms that we feel that are very much connected into this world. So let's start with the trivial stuff. DAO, many games are bleeding DAO. This is not something that is very, very new, but in the last years we feel it as people who know the game industry and been catering it for quite a while. We see it more often than we don't, and it's something that we feel that we can do something about it, or we can at least help with it. The second thing that is pretty trivial is the fact that community potential, or social or organic social community potential, is up. By the way, we heard it today, not from ourselves, but also from other people talking here and in the next room about the value, the potential value of social communities, and the social is back and wordings like that. What we say is that the potential is up for different reasons. One, more and more players are considering themselves more than like a community members more than anything. This is one thing. The second thing, I don't know if you heard of, we'll talk about it in a few slides from now, about all the things that are being done through DMs. Okay, not only, quote unquote, only from social posts. We'll hear about it in a second as well. So the bottom line is that the community is up, the DAO is down, and we feel that the community is a tool. It's something that we can use in order to fight this DAO issue. It's very hard to talk like this. Dudes, I'm here. Maybe this is the problem, I'm here. Okay, thank you. So let's start. Community is not considered gold, as we considered it, for many reasons. In many, many cases we saw, and we've been catering and servicing tons of social community teams. First thing first, they don't see the community. They don't see the social audience. They are blind. It brings them to work more with guesswork than anything else. This brings them to work, the social community teams, to work very, very hard. They are sweating, and the results are not necessarily connected, at least not connected perfectly with their efforts. In the end of the day, it brings them to have differences, too many differences between the business metrics and the social metrics, or the social community team metrics. But we believe that the community is gold, or to be exact, gold mine. Okay? But in order to bring gold out of a gold mine, you must use different digging tools. Okay? Now there are mainly two types of digging tools, and again, talking only from experience. Most community, social community teams, they use antique, old tools that are mainly based on manual, on their creative team, the creative people, everything is cool, but in the end of the day, there are tools that are very much manual, plus they're opportunistic. If you see something that you see a nice opportunity for a post, you post a post, but nothing more than that. Okay, again, hard work, manual work that we believe it could be, with the right tools that I will present in a second, could be run or done by scalable and sustainable kind of tools. I would like to offer today to share with you three strategies that we use with our customers, or in fact our customers use with our tools. And let's just go one by one very quickly, and then we'll dive down. One tool, or one concept, or one strategy is automating the current retention tools. Okay? The second one is segmentation and personalization, or the road to personalization, as we call it. And last but not least, you are the first ones to hear about it in such a forum, besides some of our customers. It's a new re-engagement tool that is based, it's re-engagement that is based on social, on the social channels and the organic social channels. Okay, it's not the regular, quote unquote, retargeting or re-engagement. Let's go one by one. Today's social community teams, they have mainly two options. One is the classic one, run post or publish posts. Okay, interactive posts, not interactive posts, doesn't matter, but this is what they do. The second thing, I don't know if you heard about it, I hope that you did, and if not, I highly recommend to step to our booth and to hear about it. Meta just introduced a few months ago, it introduced what they called in the beginning recurring notifications, and then marketing notifications, and today, marketing messages. The idea is, without getting too much into details, the idea is very, very simple. Push notifications don't work. The opt-in percentage is very, very low. The interaction, the engagement with push notifications is very, very low. What do most of us have on our phones? We have Facebook Messenger. And many of us have also the inbox, the messenger of the Instagram. So they created a platform that allow any brand to stream messages through the Facebook Messenger, and starting a few weeks from now, also from the Instagram one. We'll talk about it. But these are the main two options, okay? These two options are cool, okay? But we feel that, or we felt that bringing dozens of automations to support those kind of retention tools, this is the right thing to do. We have dozens of social community teams working today. By the way, 30% of the presenters, of the speakers of this event, of the IMS, are working with us, small, medium, and large-scale brands. And they are using, on a daily basis, different automations which bring them mainly three things. One is saving time. Okay, everyone would like to save time. It saves them time. The second thing, it's kind of like scaling their own personnel. They don't need to change their personnel. They don't need to bring more people or less people, God forbid. But it brings them, as if these automations brings them, their teams to be 100x or something like that when it comes to human power. Last but not least, it's very, very important. People are afraid to use automations, rightfully, because they're afraid that the brand's tone of voice will be hurt. All those automations, together with the AI that we've implemented, which is not 100% of our technology, but some percent of our technology, make sure that the tone of voice of your brand is being kept intact. In the end of the day, we call it scalable authenticity. Okay, it's very, very important to save the authenticity, to keep the authenticity of the brand, but also to have it on scale. So this is one strategy, automating the retention tools, that posts and broadcasts that you already know or probably know. Here are two examples, very simple examples. One of the best, we believe, the best applications of this automation layer is to gamify easily your regular posts, to gamify them and to bring such results as these kind of engagements. We're talking about more than 10,000 shares. Think about what the things you share. What will you share? Okay, and people share, it's not an ad, it's a regular post. No one is getting anything for this or something significant for this sharing. But once you have an automation that covers your work afterwards, after all those interactions and engagement, you feel free. You, as the social community manager, you feel free, absolutely free, to run these kind of posts. Second strategy. It's kind of weird, okay, and it sounds counterproductive, but social, the organic social, okay, is not personalized. Okay, Meta knows everything, but it doesn't tell us anything about it, us, the publisher or the brand managers, okay? Why? Because in the end of the day, when I publish a post, all of you will see the same post. More than that, all of you will react. If you will react to this post, will receive the same unpersonalized or banal and regular kind of a comment. Okay, we said this is not the way it should be. We wanted to create a place where the social actions, again, organically, we're talking organic, okay? The social actions and activities would be, instead of one to many, would be one to many to one. What we have done is something very, very simple to explain, a little bit more complicated to create. But in the end of the day, we brought a layer of segmentation. We hooked, without getting too much into details, again, our booth is there, okay? We hooked, or we linked the social user ID with the business user ID. So in the end of the day, when there is a post and you answer it lovely, and you answer it lovely, the same post, the same time, the same reply, but you are a VIP, you have a look of a VIP, and you are non-paying, for sure, okay? You will receive automatically, again, it is layer built on our automation layer, you will receive XYZ, which means public reply, private reply, buttons in the DM that suits the VIP, and you, the same for that suits the non-VIP or the non-paying in this case. Okay, in this case. I would like to stop for a second now and just to put emphasis on the fact that we don't care about the engagement per se. Okay? We say that the social community is gold because you have daily engagements that are not being used because you don't use the strategies that I explained now, but once they are used, you will be able to dig this gold. We segmentize according to three main factors: intent, behavior, and in-game, as I said before. And this is and these are a few examples. You can choose whichever key and value that you like, whichever one that you like. I can share, by the way, the slides later on. And here are three examples of people who, of customers of ours, of course anonymized, that decided to use different segments, and people socially interacting with their social channels, Facebook and Instagram, will receive different public, private, and buttons in the DM according to these segments. Last but not least, tada. This is a new re-engagement channel. We learned that the two layers that we created, the two strategies, the automation and the segmentation, allow us to introduce to our customers a new re-engagement tool. Today we have, and we heard about it before, Hadar, if I'm not mistaken, said that everything is aggregated, nothing is personal, so on and so forth. But by using our systems and the technology, and by using our re-engagement tool, you kind of you can ignore it, okay? You can ignore all the post-ATT and iOS 14 challenges. Again, this is a little bit more complicated, and I have only 1 minute left. So I will just say that these are the main 4 benefits. One is that you can use our new re-engagement tool in order to address, to re-engage, to retarget small, tiny boutique segments. This is very, very important. For example, VIP who were not in the game for the last 5 days, and another characteristics. We have user level data because we are not related to any platform. And last but not least, it was also in the panel here, mentioned a few times, okay? This is a consistent kind of measurement, okay? We have, since we have the user level data, we don't need to aggregate anything. You can address 100 people that are in charge of 60% of your revenues. Yes, in some cases this is the case, okay? And address or retarget only them. I would like to invite you to our booth, mainly to talk about the re-engagement. To tell you the truth, we only started rolling it with some of our customers, and we'll be more than happy to hear what you have to say as potential customers, maybe, but in general about this great new channel. Thank you.